of a science fiction fan? These days it can sometimes feel as if real-life advances in science and technology are outstripping even the dream worlds of the science fiction writers. Intelligent hospitals, digital health communities, intelligent internet, intelligent finance, and even intelligent electric power. But sci-fi and sci-fact have long worked side by side, inspiring each other. At the recent annual Worldcon gathering of sci-fi writers in China, I asked two best-selling authors and technology fans what was the enduring appeal of sci-fi to them.
It's incredibly liberating. You know, you can be watching a science fiction movie or reading a science fiction story, and one day you're in the mind of an alien on a gas giant in some far-flung galaxy, and the next you're wandering through the grimy streets of what Tokyo looks like in 50 years' time. And you also get such a variety of voices and styles and approaches, like what it actually feels like to be in future Tokyo. It's not just about describing all the glitter and neon, it's about the voice, it's about the passion, it's about the way this character views things and how it relates to their own lives. Like there are so many things that, you know, are relevant to us today, you know, poverty, money, family issues, mental health issues, ambition, things we want to achieve. And I think we can see that through a lens. Science fictional lens is most interesting. I think something like Game of Thrones draws people, not because of the dragons and White Walkers, but because there's quiet moments where people are contemplating what it means to be a good king or have honor in a terrible world, or what it means to do right by your family, no matter what. And I think that science fiction allows such a fresh take on that perspective, on that humanist perspective.
I believe it was Ray Bradbury who said that he wrote science fiction not to predict the future, prevent it. And that's a very necessary role for science fiction, because the future can be a very scary place. Technology can go run amok, and we have to be prepared. At the same time, technology could be our savior, but we just have to make sure we know what we're doing. And science fiction lets you at least evaluate the possibilities.
What is the one creative sci-fi innovation that you'd love to see become reality? With the advance of technology being what it is, this may come true. What is it you'd love to see be actual real?
I would love for humanity to exist on another celestial planet. Like, so the moon, it's not a planet, but somewhere like the moon, or, you know, Mars, or even a hollowed out asteroid or something like that.
The Elon Musk dream you're sort of
not quite. Like, obviously we need to take care of Earth, and that's incredibly important to not forget where we came from. But I think it's a huge galaxy out there, and there's so much to explore. And I just love the idea of us being able to be in a new space, no pun intended, and to be in a new location and to see what develops from there. And it's not so much just to me that the fact that we're there, but what happens, like what if people are born on Mars? You know, what does their language look like? What does their food look like? What's their culture look like? Will they speak in Creole? Will they using sign? Will they start gesturing with their hands because they're in spacesuits a lot of the time?
I feel a new book coming on here.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. So I think I'd love to see how that develops.
I was once asked to write a short story based on a book by a futurist named Richard Cohen called The Evolutionary Trajectory. And he said the pace of evolution is not arithmetic, it's logarithmic. And the next stage in the evolution of mankind or life on Earth will be not physical, but mental and technological. And that will happen at an increasing faster pace. And I look back at stories I wrote 20 or 30 years ago, and some of them are coming true.
AI is running apace at the moment. Are you someone who is excited by the future of AI, or someone who's very wary of it?
Both. I think that, you know, obviously we've had the Industrial Revolution, and we've had machines replace human labor over times, and you know, we may see that happening with AI, and obviously AI is doing a lot of work for us. But the thing is that a lot of times these machines replaced human labor was for menial, mind-numbing, back-breaking work. I mean, you know, does anyone really want to plow a field by hand when a tractor can do it? But because we have tractors, the farmers now perhaps have a little more time to get involved in creative pursuits. AI in the arts threatens to unravel that. AI should not be taking away human creativity or human jobs.
Well, I was going to ask actually, because in terms of Worldcon, are we going to have a Worldcon in 5 years if AI can write these books for us?
Absolutely not, because AI books are terrible.
At the moment.
At the moment, yeah, but they're terrible. Like, have you seen AI work? It's abysmal. I honestly do think that human creativity is boundless, and I'm not sure AI is at the current model, and I think that AI does need to be kept in its place in terms of what it can and cannot do.
AI is a technology with unparalleled opportunities for humanity and also at the same time unparalleled risks. We've all seen the Terminator, we all know about Skynet, and to be honest, that's not too out of the question. ChatGTP may just be the start. At the same time, I think we need AI to solve the problems that we have and that we will have in the future. The question, I think, is how do we control it?
I have faith in the human endeavor. I mean, that's why I write science fiction, because I don't really see the point about writing about the future without a degree of hope in it. What would be the point of that?
Rejection is a lot of all writers, and to be honest, I've had stories that took 20 years to get in print, and after 20 years were recognized as, if not classics, but at least as exemplars of the field. So you have to have a thick skin, you have to keep on going, you have to believe in yourself.